Have a little trouble with the camera this morning. Turned it on and waited a couple minutes, about a minute. It'd start taking the video when the camera turned off. Oh, man. Two hairs in the garage. Flynn's like, what are we doing by my garage? Flynn. Oh, good morning. It's Sunday, the 17th of July. It's 10 to 7, or 6:50, and it was 63 degrees. Another beautiful day starting out. Flynn, come on. Want to take a walk over and see him? Well, yesterday was a recovery day. Let's call it that. My brother Tom wanted to use his tractor and brush hog. To clean up the 2 acres, the field south of his house. Hadn't been cut yet this year. So he knocked that down. He'd started on Friday. But he was running low on fuel. So he ran down to Smith's yesterday morning. They weren't open yet, unfortunately, so he had to sit there and wait in 20 minutes. I could hear the hummingbird going to the feeder in front of the house. Amazing how this critter just sits there. Or not sitting. Oh, there he goes. Here goes the other one. Come on, bud. Let's go. Flynn. 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 Come on. Good boy. We're in the chest mount again. The audio seemed to be okay yesterday, except the tassels from the net on the hat kept hitting the camera and clicking, making noise. So I've stuffed them into the shirt. Hopefully they don't hit the camera housing. Flynn, come on. My sister-in-law had mentioned that she liked the rolls I made last time she was up. So we had stopped by Tom's place to pick up my tools because we weren't going to work on the deck, and he needed some room in his Quonset hut. So while we were over there, they talked about going to dinner, an early dinner. So after we got back from putting the tools away, I put together a batch of the rolls. Went to dinner, came back. The rolls had to cool. They had just come out of the oven when they came over to pick us up. So as I was getting ready to leave, I gave them a bag of rolls, which she appreciated. We went to Gilmore's for dinner. I hadn't had chicken parm in a while, so I had the chicken parm. It was good. Rita had the meatloaf, one of our friends, Farley Smith, and Dean. Farley likes the meatloaf there. She recommends it, so Rita had that. Christina had a glazed salmon, and Tom had a ribeye steak. It was good. On the way back, Tom called in an order of a pint of fried scallops. Had to hire a food truck to take on the trip home, so they can just snack on some scallops. I mean, if it was me, I'd have the scallops gone by the time I get to Bangor. Flynn got a treat when we were finishing up dinner. The table next to us was a table with, I guess 8 or 10 people, and they had ordered, I guess, coconut shrimp and boneless wings. And they didn't touch them. They had a bunch of other food, but they didn't touch the chicken. They didn't touch the shrimp. So the waitress was kind enough to put those in a little box for Flynn. So came home, gave him 2 pieces of shrimp and a piece of chicken. So he was a little skeptical about the shrimp. I don't know if the coconut breading had him hesitating on eating it, but after he got used to the coconut taste, he enjoyed them. So probably have another half dozen shrimp and a half dozen pieces of chicken for Flynn today. So that makes up for us not taking him to town. He loves going everywhere with us. Golden retrievers don't like to be left home alone for long periods of time. Matter of fact, when we went over to pick up my tools at Tom's, we left Flynn home, and we got back and pulled up to the house. He normally has his nose right at the screen to see who's coming. He'll start barking if he doesn't recognize a truck or a car. Of course, he recognizes my truck, but he didn't even come to the window. Rita went inside, and he was under the bed. He didn't come out to greet her. I was out in the barn, putting tools away, making space, because Tom had 3 totes of camping gear. I had 5 room on the racks to put the camping gear up. So I was out there for a good hour. And Flynn never came out from under the bed while I was out there. And finally, when I got everything put away, closed the barn up, came back to the house, he finally came out from under the bed. So I think he was mad for leaving him home. Right, Flynn? See, the problem with having the chest mount on, it's always pointing straight ahead. Well, let me see. Well, I can shift it, but it's moving a lot. Oh boy. I guess I'm still in recovery mode after the work on the deck. It's not finished. We put, well, Tom put all the 5/4 by 6 decking up on the joists to get them off the ground. And I'll try and get over there. Spend some time, maybe put 1 or 2 boards down a day. That's only going to take 2 weeks to do it, 1 or 2 a day. Come on, where are you going? Let's go. Come on, in the house. You smell something. We have probably go down to the Snowmobile Club today. There's a celebration of life for Betty Dicehart. She passed away in May. Wonderful, wonderful woman. She was heavily involved in the Snowmobile Club. She'd be there every time we had breakfast, every dinner event. She'd be washing dishes, she'd be delivering meals. She'd come to every meeting on the, we have meetings every October through April of the Snowmobile Club on the second Monday of the month. She'd be there for every one of those meetings. She was in her 80s. Tiny woman. If she was 5 feet, it was a lot. I might be wrong on that because I'm 6 feet and everybody seems short. But her husband passed several years ago, and he used to drive the Chevy Silverado pickup truck. So she kept driving that truck. So this tiny little woman driving this big pickup truck. She'll be missed. So Sunday, Traffic report is good. No delays, no construction. Not that many potholes. Flynn's really smelling something here. I don't know what came through. Come on, let's go. Flynn, come on. Flynn. Come on. I think we're going to have to opt for the wand to hold the camera rather than the chest mount. I had looked at my brother's, one of my brother's security cameras this morning. He's already packing up his truck. So hopefully he's on the road by 8 o'clock. It's a 9-hour trip. So 8 o'clock, we're getting back to Jersey at 5 p.m. Fortunately, it's a Sunday, so you won't have commuter traffic to deal with. I was walking Flynn before we went to dinner. I walked past 2 pine trees in the field, and one is, I had the name wrong, but I think it's a blue spruce. I don't know. But there were 2 pine trees very close together. One is definitely a bluish color. The other is definitely a green. And you can see, since they're side by side, there's a very noticeable difference between the 2 colors. Come on, buddy. Got 3 hares up there. 2 of them in shadows. 1 in the sunshine. So I guess today's plan is just the celebration of life for Betty, and I don't know what else we're gonna do. It's gonna be a hot one. Hot to me is anything over 75. When I made a dozen rolls, I gave Christine 10. We kept 2. So I'll have a roll and butter, and I'll make Rita a couple eggs so she can have eggs on a roll. Give Flynn one of those pieces of shrimp and a piece of chicken. No, I haven't had any deer flies trying to land on the hat. And last evening, there's a gentle breeze blowing from, I guess it was from the west. And we could sit on the deck, and there were no bugs, which was very nice. Although, that's a picture in itself. I don't know if that's on video. The hornet's nest. Apparently they're regrouping. Probably enough of them survived that they are back under the deck. I should have sprayed again last night, but I didn't. Two in the house, come. Good boy. So that's it for today, Sunday. Oh, like I was hiding under the chair. He's gone. Come on, in the house. Good boy. All right, thanks for watching.